All right, we hit the 2 miles. We're in Denver, Colorado. Start off at about 53 degrees. Now we just got to head back. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's an industrial area, pretty lit up. I would say I'm doing night ops, but technically it's not dark. So yeah, it's kind of like, it's like phony baloney night ops. That's what we want to call it. Anyways, I have a couple observations I want to talk about. You know, being a big guy and trying to get exercising, you end up getting blisters on your feet. I have that blister on my arch. And the way that you mitigate that, because I knew better, is for some reason tying my shoes too tight, even though they feel comfortable, I get the blisters. You got to be kind of keep them loose. And I really don't get blisters anymore. I don't know, for some reason, I got all excited and I was getting ready to run that day because I was trying to do I was going to see how fast I could do the 2 miles. Like this 2 mile stretch, we are at like 38 minutes, which is not slow, but I can go a lot faster. Like I said, the last one I did, not like I said, but the last one I did where I timed myself was 27 minutes, almost 28 minutes. So we're on a good kind of pace now. But anyways, blisters on your feet. I've tried so many different pairs of shoes and I alternate my shoes on a consistent basis. I have some with the wide toe box. I have some that are not. I even go walking in sandals, Luna sandals, and I just change them out constantly. Some pairs are expensive, some pairs are cheap. I experiment. There's some shoes that just were not compatible where I wore them twice and threw them away because I didn't want to injure my feet. I didn't want to get just injuring your feet. Like I have this blister, I'm muscling through it and it's not really that bad, but it gives you have setback time. And you want to be able to exercise when you can, especially when you don't have tons of energy. And I have a lot of energy, but being a trucker, you don't always have the availability. Like yesterday, the reason why I didn't do the 2 miles yesterday, I think I talked about this, was mainly because of the fact that where I had planned, where I usually find parking and there's a good place to go do a little jogging, it was full because that truck stop changed their structure of their parking lot. So that being said, I had to adjust. It was just too dark. It wasn't worth it. I wasn't up for it. My headlamps that I bought, that I left in my storage, so they're not even in my truck. So I can't wait to get those, so that way I can run with the headlamps. I probably would have did it as a video, but again, I made the decision to shut it down. Tonight, I was only gonna do 2 miles because it was getting cold and it's gonna drop down to about 45 degrees in Denver. But I was like, if I just keep at it, I could definitely, I didn't even start my watch. I paused it for a minute there. We'll still get to 4 miles though. And so I was like, I could tough it out. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're already at the 2 mile mark, like 2.2 miles, and we're making our way back. And so avoiding injury of any kind, that means reducing inflammation by eating foods that don't cause inflammation, getting enough sleep, and stretching, and trying to exercise on a consistent basis to kind of teach your body. Now, here's the thing about me. I've been in really great shape before. Hell, 20-something years ago, I played college football. So I know what it's like to get in shape, and I know what it's like to feel that progress. So these gains that I've been getting lately, where I'm getting a little faster, I'm still losing weight, it seems familiar to me. Not that people should feel familiar, but there's some people that have never lost weight or This is their first time going at it in a serious way. And so, how long have I been talking? Rambling for 5 minutes. Yeah, it never fails. But anyways, so the familiarity that I've experienced, because I've yo-yo dieted my whole life, this has been really the first couple of years where I've been on a steady decline of, healthy weight loss, And healthy weight loss is understanding what your body's doing, right? Like, are you still eating healthy? Are you getting your protein? Are you having a low carb diet? Are you reducing your inflammation? Do you even know what foods cause inflammation, right? And I'm not going to rely on a trainer, because if I'm going to do this for my whole life, I'm not going to pay a trainer for my whole life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but for me, I want to learn this stuff on my own, so that way I can rely on myself. Understanding nutrition is a huge thing. And I'm not saying I'm an expert, but the results are in. The experiments that I do about nutrition, the way that I eat, have had results on my ability to recover, ability to keep exercising, ability to still be productive at work. And I'll tell you what, having a low inflammation diet, it also helps your mind. You have a better attitude. You're more forgiving. You're more understanding. You can think better. That's important. And so anyways, all that being said, I know this is a little preachy. My bad. Not really. I don't care. I speak my mind. And so foot care is super important. And you should be willing to spend any kind of money on shoes. And I know it's going to seem like you overdo it, but the name brand stuff doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. Socks, loose fitting socks, I figured that out. The toe socks, that's great. That right there has reduced blisters by 100%. And then you have your shoes. You got to experiment with wide shoes, thin shoes, it doesn't matter. But your toes should be loose in your shoe. I know people don't think that. That's why I don't buy super tight fitting socks no more. Yeah, that's out. But anyways, this will probably be the outro too. We're gonna do one take, because we're gonna start jogging again. We've been walking probably for about a half a mile, a quarter mile like this. I've been rambling for 7 minutes already. So anyways, I'm gonna end it here. I kind of said all the information I want to say, and you might see 15 seconds of me going to the door, but probably not. Probably just gonna end it here. Take my word for it. We did the 4 miles. And if you need proof, say you need proof in the comment section, and I'll create a post of the statistics from my Garmin watch of the 4 miles. But today you're gonna have to take my word for it. Too bad, too sad. Trust fail. Yeah. All right, bye.